Hi guys, it's Ashley. Today I'm going to show you how to paint this cool Ninja Turtle. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a like. So the first step is to take a green coloured split cake and load this up onto a 3/4 inch brush. We're going to use this to paint in the outside edge of the turtle's face. I like to start with the forehead, so all I'm going to do is paint an arch going across, and then before it has a chance to dry, just take a sponge loaded with a small amount of the green from the split cake and blend the colour downwards. Then for the lower half, I'm going to flip the brush over so I've got the darker green on the bottom, and starting on the bridge of the nose, I'm going to bring it across the cheeks and then flick it upwards towards the eyes. And then again use a sponge to blend that inside colour. Next, you want to load up the colour you've chosen for the mask. So I've decided to go for blue. The other colours are orange, red or purple for the actual Ninja Turtles, but of course you can do any colour mask, whatever your customer would like. Now for the top section of the mask, you want the darkest colour at the bottom, so it's near the eyes, and all you're going to do is paint a diagonal line across through the eyebrow and then turn it and point it downwards on the edge. It might take you a couple of goes to get that paint really smooth through the eyebrow, but that's fine, just keep working it in and then join the two sections together in the middle. For the bottom half of the mask, I'm going to switch over to a smaller brush. This one I think is a 1/2 inch, it might even be smaller than that, I'm not sure. But basically I'm going to load it up with the same cake. This time I still want the dark blue to be nearest to the eye, so I flip the colours round and I'm just going to do exactly the same shape on the bottom. Once you're happy with the shape of your mask, you can then add a knot to one of the edges just by painting in a circle and adding 2 small tails. To add a bit of texture, I'm going to use this really cool stencil by Pop Stencils. First, I go in with a paler green colour, one from the split cake, and I'm doing that all over the top of the mask and a little bit on the cheeks. And then I add in the darker green on the edges to give it a little bit of definition. Next, we need to give everything an outline. So I'm loading up with black and I'm going to start with the eyes. Now to make the shape of these a little bit more angrier, I'm just filling in that inside corner first, and then I'll go ahead and outline the rest of it. Try to keep your lines as straight as possible, and before they have a chance to dry, you want to take a fluffy brush and blend them out into the blue. Then just go ahead and outline the rest of the mask in exactly the same way. You also want to outline the knot on the side, and you need to add in some angry eyebrow shapes. And then once again, before this has a chance to dry, blend it out. If you find that it has dried a little bit too much, you can always use a wipe to dampen down your brush. Next, we need to outline the turtle's face. For this, I swapped over to a smaller brush because I didn't want the line to be so heavy, but if you want, you can always carry on with the same brush that you used for the mask. The final step of this design is to add in some white highlights, so I'm just using a slightly bigger brush for this, and I'm only going to add them to the mask. Once I'm happy with their placement, I go back to that fluffy brush, same as before, and I just blend them out slightly. And there you have your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, or Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle as they were called back in the day when I was a child. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.